You had been dating Scraps for quite some time, and she had noticed that you had started to become more distant, and occasionally you'd cough up bits of ichor. So she started trying to stay as close to you as possible. One day, she had to leave you alone to make sure Goop was doing alright. When she gets back, she notices you're about to go full twisted, so she immediately goes up to you and hugs you tight, then quietly says, "Listener, it's okay. I'm here. Everything will be okay. Even if you go twisted, I'm sure I can bring you back. And if I don't, then we'll just be twisted together." After about 2 minutes, she had managed to calm you down enough for you to go back to normal. And she asks, "Listener, sweetie, why didn't you ever tell me that you were starting to go twisted?" And you say, I didn't want you to be worried, so you would rather risk death and killing everyone than worry me," she says. Then you nervously nod. After about 25 minutes and Shrimpo's bullying you, like usual, but it's really getting on your nerves recently. And since Scrap's nearby, she notices you're starting to go twisted again. Because apparently your body really wants you to go twisted. And she just goes up to you about 5 feet away, and she just wraps her tail around your waist and pulls you in close. And she gently kisses your cheek and says, "Listener, sweetie, calm down. It's okay. You know he's like this to everyone." Then you manage to calm down. After about an hour, and you had legitimately went twisted, and you were about to attack Goop. You don't really know what you're doing. So Scraps just wraps her tail around you and pulls you in again, which she thought would work, but then she loses a heart, which surprises her. But then she has an idea, and she just kisses you. And she notices your eyes are flickering back to normal. Then, after about a minute, and she refused to let you back out, you were back to normal. And you notice how scared Goop looks. And you can tell what you did. So you say, "I'm sorry, Goop. I didn't mean to." Then Goop calms down and says, "It's alright. Plus, no one was hurt. Everyone knows you weren't in control, so no one's mad at you. And, well, to be honest, just be glad Scraps was here. Otherwise, we'd all be doomed." And you smile and nuzzle into her. And you quietly say, "Thanks, baby." And she smiles and says, "No problem. I think it's a good idea for me to find a Band-Aid." Then you just lead her into a nearby room and just point to a Band-Aid and say, I figured that if I was going to be twisted, I'd better scope out everything beforehand." Then Scraps rolls her eyes and says, "Of course you would."